Okay, people, it's June 5th. It's my son's birthday, my oldest son's birthday. I think he's 31 years old now. Imagine that. This here is it's a cross between it's almost like a garlic and an onion. I really like it. It's very strong. My neighbor gave it to me, the Chinese people next door. And they gave me some with a few roots, so I put 2 in the ground. I don't know if they're going to take root. But anyway, these ones here, because I'm really busy in the yard, right? And they've been sitting out here for a couple of days, right? I have to get them dehydrated, so this is why I'm running late. And there's some other food that I bought that, you know, I have to go through and sort it out and cut it in like old cantaloupe, like a discounted cantaloupe, before it completely spoils, right? I gotta wash it and cut it and put it in the fridge, and, you know, otherwise if I go outside and I spend it there from 3 o'clock, as you can see, it's 3 o'clock over here, right? Until 10:30 at night, because I got in like 10:15 last night. I couldn't believe it, like, holy shit. But anyway, do you see that? That's horseradish. I don't know why I'm craving it, but like I'm craving like a tablespoon of horseradish. I have horseradish in a jar up there, but I kind of just want fresh horseradish, so I don't know what that means. So in the meantime, I'm just going to chop this up, right? Get it dehydrated, get them going, get up with this other vegetables that I got. Just hold on a minute, I'll show you. Wait. This is my oldest daughter's idea. She said, oh, you know, because you get them, like, you get a whole bag full for $1, right? So when you find it like that, you kind of want to buy it, right? Especially when you don't have very much money. So you cut them, you do whatever you need to do, cut them, and then throw them in the freezer, and then throw them in the bag. So I got to get those in a bag. Okay, people, so that's what I got. As I was cutting it, I was chewing it up a bit more, and definitely like an elephant garlic with that really... even stronger than an elephant garlic, right? There's a difference between garlic and elephant garlic. Elephant garlic tends to be a bit stronger. This stuff is a little stronger, although it's not a garlic. It leaves the aftertaste of an onion, if that makes any sense. They called it chi or chai, something like that. It's obviously an Asian vegetable. I'm thinking to ask my neighbor to write it down, but they don't speak English very well, so hopefully they can write it down so I can look it up online and explain to you what it is, because it's really quite good. And I put 2 in the ground hoping that they'll catch root and then turn into seed and maybe reseed itself. So I don't know how that works, so we'll see. And then here's the chicken food, some rice, 15 cloves of garlic, a tablespoon of the sesame seed because they really like it. There's the miscellaneous leaf from this plant, and of course good old watermelon. See all that cantaloupe? See all that cantaloupe, people? $2. $1 a cantaloupe. It was discounted. But I had to get on it ASAP because it sat in my grocery bag for, what, 2 days? Just had yard work, day and a half. And it was already spoiling on the outside, right? So anyway, kids have been eating watermelon. Everybody's been frying and cooking, and, you know, so I don't eat very much when I'm doing yard work. So I'm going to make some dinner here and I'm going to pop it in the oven. But I want to take you to my blackberry plant. Just hold on a minute. Hold on. Check that out. Anyway, people, moving along. Here's that horseradish. What I did, a little bit of salt, right? Celtic salt. I put some pepper in there because I got raided with my herbs here in terms of like my meat spice, right? Can't find it. Can't find my pepper. Other shakers, so I ended up using a different one, you know, the grind kind, right? So I'm gonna put these pork chops in there on top of it like that, as you can see, and then I'm gonna sprinkle a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, and then of course the horseradish. Like I said, for some reason I don't know, right? When you cook it, it's not so strong, but anyway, you get the gist. Hold on. Okay, so basically what I did, pork chops, salt and pepper on the other side, sprinkle some horseradish, put the meat on top, sprinkle some salt and pepper and some horseradish on top of your meat. You can see, right, it's there. And then I cut that pepper that I didn't freeze. The other ones you see, I froze them, right? Because, you know, again, it was discounted, people. I couldn't afford to lose the money in the investment. Here's some ginger. It's throughout the whole thing. It's all in between. It's all over the place, right? A fair amount of ginger. And then I'm putting an old cabbage here, You know, again, one of those discounted cabbages before it goes, right? So there's a bit more. So I'll fit that in there. And then after that, we're going to take this miscellaneous corn that we had the other night, and I'm just going to sprinkle it in there like that. You can see, right? Throw in some tomatoes, right? Put the cabbage. Well, hold on. Anyway, you get the gist of it, right? Right. And then we're going to cover it up and we're going to bake it, and then we're going to go outside. After that, though, after I get everything in there nice, turn around and put the rest of this horseradish up on top of it. So hold on. Okay, so that's it. So now I'm going to put the tinfoil on top, sprinkle the rest of that horseradish on top. That's what you see there. Black is actually seaweed. You know, it's a shake, right? And then we got that little lettuce that my neighbor gave me for salad. So hold on. Okay, so we're going to walk through the yard here quickly. I was doing a video yesterday because I was out here yesterday working. And, but I sprayed my camera with water. My little grandson is saying he can't find his little green bike. So, maybe look over there. Do you see it? Okay, good. Bring it into the yard. Anyway, compost boxes like this. This one's almost full. I didn't take out that little bit of dirt that was just down in here. I did a little bit in the corner over there, you can see. Right. But in here, I did not. Here, I filled it all up with miscellaneous stuff to compost. I'm talking. Okay? All right? And then I'm going to come back in, throw that in there, mix it all up because I'm getting ready to cover it up. And then it will stay covered for 2 years. Right? I wanted to point out this one. This is the one that I take from the chicken coop when I'm cleaning the chicken coop, and I take off a layer of dirt and then I add new dirt. This is the plum tree. You can see. There. Mm-hmm. Sunflower seeds are growing. Yeah, okay, but we're going this way. This is just kind of the path that I'm still working on. I managed to get this much done in here. It's holding up pretty good. I still have to go down there and then through there and then all around in there. But here I was pointing out yesterday, this is where the community pond is going to be, if I ever get to it. It's like a kidney shape. I have a little tub that actually will fit in there that's made for ponds, right? So this is kind of more like a community one because people always walking by and telling me, oh, your yard is changing all the time, changing, right? You know, it's right. So versus having to come in all the way down there for the big one, I thought I'd try and make them a little one here so that people with their children or something can come and look and maybe put a little wishing well there or something, right? But as you can see, right, I'm using the grass as ornamental grass. Looks actually quite pretty.
And I talk?
No, because we're just going through the yard here quickly.
I talk?
No, we got a big yard. It's going to take a few minutes to go through it. Andre, please don't. I said no. Okay, here, I had some dill over there, but I got robbed. So don't ask me how that one happened. Happens sometimes. All of them. Like I had like 6, 7 little plants in there and they're all gone. So here I'm just this year I'm just growing onions and 1 tomato plant and a couple of celery plants.
Yeah.
This is a herb.
Yeah, I showed you something over there.
Yeah, we're going that way. So as you can see, people, so that compost box will be covered up soon. There's some more ornamental grass. It's a different kind. It's coming in quite nice. You can see. Hold on. No. I want to go over here first, show what I was doing yesterday. This is what, you see, I've been planting food. I mean, this in here, right? I started moving it from over there, right? This is like to cover so the water runs off, and it's better than tarp. So I don't know. I was supposed to be out here today, but I'm kind of got busy with some food inside. I didn't eat very much yesterday. So this all still has to be cleared out. Okay, this is where the pond's going to be. But this is what I did yesterday. You can see. I cleaned it up. Because this is where the pond's going to be. The big one. Right? So as you see, I'm going to make a bridge, right? I'm going to have to make railings, that kind of stuff. It's going to need an arbor.
Now look.
That one's going to need an arbor,
Look.
right?
Look now.
Uh-huh.
Look.
Yeah, that's Mickey. This plant is taking root so it can stay there. This little tree, these little trees have been in this little thing for like since 2008. So it's not doing very well. So anyway, it's like, how long has it been in the pot? Since 2008. It's 2015. So that's like, what, 7 years? Right? So I'm cutting it. You can see this one here, I'm actually going to have to move back a little bit, right? Because it's a little too close once you factor in it growing, right? And then here's a little garden bed. I just put some beets in there yesterday, last night, right? So that I worked on that. And wait a minute. And then I came in here and I cleaned out this corner because this is where I'm going to start stacking. But this dirt is, you know, I don't know, with all this water running over from the pan there, I don't know. I'm hoping it's okay in terms of what kind of contaminants are running through with the water, right? But I remember one time I made this into a compost area. So the dirt is actually okay. I don't smell anything. So I'm mixing it in as I'm going, right? So down here I'm having to now organize. But you have to remember, people, I'm talking. This is wood that I'm going to be using for building, right? Whether it's covering up the rabbit hutch because that's leak, it has to be covered. Same thing with this stuff here, like this stuff here, right? To cover on top of the rabbit hutch is okay. That's all you need in order to protect the wood because the rain is so acidity, it just eats the wood, right? Okay, so you can see what I'm going to do there. I was supposed to do that today, but I'm kind of tired. Then I cleaned out in here. Right? I'm coming, Andre. Just wait. This is a compost container that I found in Delta. Andre! This is a compost container that I found in Delta Spring Cleanup. It's very good. I just don't know where I want to put it yet. Here's a little dog house in case we get a dog.
A little dog.
Mm-hmm. There's some railing that I got because I'm not sure what kind of railing I'm going to make for these ponds yet. Right? Obviously some bricks. Okay, now you can talk.
I want to go talk.
Oh, well, no. First we have to show what we did yesterday. And then yesterday we dug this all out in here.
I was talking.
Okay.
And those are tomato plants.
Tomatoes.
Yeah.
Say tomatoes.
Just tomato.
Mm-hmm. How many do you think? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them there. Oh, and I was supposed to get some beans and put some beans in the dirt here so they can crawl up. That's what I want to do. So we need to find the beans. And then we trimmed down the lemongrass, right? So we spent some time doing that. And now that I'm remembering, I'm going to go get the beans and pop them in the ground before I forget about it.
Now up here.
Okay. This over here, no, hold on. We're just kind of going through the yard here. This over here, as you can see, blueberries are growing nice. Yeah, hold on. Right? So obviously I planted that, a couple months ago. I moved this one from way over there. They like to be together. So I would suspect next year this one will do good and those will just get bushier. And then, you know, depending on what's going on, I may put another one here, another one here, and another one here, and maybe another one here for aesthetic purposes, not so much for the berries as it is because it's nice, right? Because it's not a bad little bush, right? And if I do childcare part-time or something in the future, you know, I mean, it will be fun for Andre and whoever else is around. Right?
Here.
We gotta watch Ladybird gobble though because she likes to come out in the front and hang out with me and she'll get into my stuff and eat it. So anyway,
Here and now here.
you can see whoa, almost dropped the camera. People, hold on, I'm coming. I need to eat, so I have to cook today. So I'll be out here tomorrow.
Here too.
Here's my daughter's wild garden. Obviously no time to get in here and weed that out.
Here, Dad.
Uh-huh.
Strawberries.
Strawberries? We're going to the strawberry patch?
They're red.
They're red?
No.
Oh, they all popped up in there, didn't they? Look how many there are. There's quite a few
I
of
go
them.
get some.
Oh my God, look, there's some over there. And underneath there. Right?
Hey, I can
No,
go-
hold on a minute. You know you can't go trampling through.
Oh, now I
Okay,
found one over
so
there.
I don't need to buy green vegetables now for a while because I've got them growing all over the yard.
Yeah.
So whether I'm dehydrating, I'm talking, or I'm drying, you know, this is a potato patch, people. Okay? It needs water in here, so I'm going to have to water. It's been a very, very dry season. This is what I go through. Can you see? I had to dig out all those rocks from this little area in here. Okay? And we've got some cucumbers and some squash. We'll see. And I still have a little spot here I can throw something in. This here, it fell apart. This isn't a compost actually underneath, inside with, okay, what happened was when the guys from over there cleared out that area over there I'm going to take you to, they just piled it all up in here. So I think I should need to come out here with my skill saw and like cut off kindling. Like I can take some of these and I can cut them, right? And then just bundle them up for kindling. And then of course some of it's for composting, right? Maybe back over there. But as you can see, it's busted open. So that's gonna be a chore, right? I mean, it will take a day and a half, 2 days. Because I'm cutting the wood, I'm gonna be tying it up into bundles, right?
Now, get strawberries.
Uh-huh. And then,
Get strawberries.
no, we'll get them after. Let's just do the camera, because I don't want to be leaving this for too long. As you can see, the food is growing, so like I said, people,
Yeah,
I don't
and the potatoes
have to buy green, because I've already made the investment, and they've gotten big enough now, so I don't have to buy this stuff in the store now for the rest of the summer, because I got it all over the place, right?
And the tin foil
Yeah,
here.
there's that garlicky onion that my neighbor next door gave to me, right? And it looks like the plant might be taking root. I'm hoping that they'll take root and go into seed. Oh yes, and I cut off like an onion, you know, maybe I'm gonna stick it back in the ground and see if it will come back up.
Yeah, and come here.
You can see lots of greens, right?
Hey, come here.
This here, yeah, hold on. This plant right here too, you can eat. You just peel off the skin, the first layer of the skin on the stem, and you eat the leaf and the stem with steam. You steam it first. I guess like a spinach, you just steam it, right? And then you eat it with the sauce. So this one here is edible as well. And this is their grape plant, right? So I let this come creeping into my yard a little bit. So obviously I still have to clear out all this area. You can see my morning glory, people. It's like all over. It doesn't take long before it, hold on, before it takes over everything. So this is the last, hold on. This is the last little bit from here all the way to the compost, but I have to be aware that they have roots from this plant underneath the ground, so I can't go in too deep and disrupt it too much, right? Because if I do that, I'll kill their grape plant, right? And I don't want to do that. But for like surface growth, like what they've got here, like this one here, all I have to do is just kind of clear it out and, you know, but that's a lot of hard work. Here I had to actually dig and get up underneath and get those rocks out. Here I'm not so much because this is more of a crawling plant. So this one I thought I'd kind of like do what they do. Just kind of let it take over this one little area here and see if I can introduce this into our diet. Right?
Now look.
I know Mickey's following us. Okay, here's that compost, people, that big one. Right? I use it all the time. All it does is need to be layered out at some point. And but you know, that's another big chore, right? Wood I'm still using, not too sure. Oftentimes I'm using it for base. Hold on, you can see I use it as a baseboard, so it really depends on what you're doing. Sometimes I'm using it for a compost box, right? This is our other little garden. Okay, as again you can see it's growing, so it's edible now, right? That's celery and some other thing there. This bok choy is on steroids, people. Look at it. I mean, like, that's amazing. Right? This one here needs water too. And then yesterday, was it yesterday or the day before? I think it was the day before. The day before, not yesterday. Today, if I was outside today would be the day, it would be my third day. That's probably why I'm so tired. Because the day, not yesterday, but the day before, this is what I did. You can see, I planted potatoes, right? Cleaned them up. They're already, some of them are already popping up, right? You can see that. These ones are going to take a little longer on this side because they just got in the ground 2-3 days ago, right? And so, yeah, there's that. Toys, I don't know what to do with yet because some of this stuff, like I said, I'm going to be using in Andre's play area. Morning Glory. This is where you got to get those big bags, and by the time you're done, it's like when I first moved in, it was 25 bags later, people. The whole yard was covered in Morning Glory. Okay, I haven't been able to get out here in the back too much, so I'm supposed to come out here tomorrow with my kids. I'm asking for help. These here, these kind of, yeah, hold on a minute. These ones here are specifically used for the window in the greenhouse to you know, layer in glass, so you have that seal, right? 2x4s are not in bad shape, and with the shed being made over here, you know, sometimes every little bit of scrap wood counts. I don't know who cut down the tree. It must have been my neighbor. So this is all new, people. I guess this is mine. Lucky me. I feel very blessed right now because this can go in the compost heap. This is a very good thing to compost. Oh, and he gave me a piece of wood. Look at that. That's my neighbor. Right? So I'm okay with that. So I'll be out here tomorrow anyway. And I got a gate. This is my little grandson's. See, this is, and this one here needs an arbor too. Right? I need some kind of something to catch this stuff, so that when Andre's out here playing with whoever, right? You know, I don't want bugs falling into his hair. So I don't know. Some kind of an arbor is going to have to be made over the playhouse area, right? Because it's get pretty gritty. And then this one over here drops berries, right? So I'm out here tomorrow in the back, starting to wind up and organize and get ready to hire somebody, right, to come build this shed for me. We have pretty much everything that we need. There's wood there, there's wood there, there's wood there, there's wood there. I just have to get it organized into piles, right? There's wood there, there's a door, right? Wood, because you want to put on a little floor, right? You want some kind of a floor. Looks like he brought me some more. I don't remember bringing that one home. Hold on a minute, people. This I found just on the street. The reason I brought it home is twofold. Well, three. One, I want to do tilapia fish at some point in the greenhouse area. And this would be a great tub for that purpose. I know that. Hold on. This would be a great tub because it's big and it's secure, right? And it has already the holes for the piping, you know. Or with the bathtub downstairs not being in a very good state, you might be able to put this one, you know, in the downstairs bathroom, you know, depending on what my landlord wants, because maybe they'll agree to that, I don't know. And maybe that can be factored in. Obviously, it's not going to stay here, you know. I've been doing other things in the front, but and if I don't use it for either or, then I'll put it back out on the street or something and somebody else can have it. But for now, it's either going to be for tilapia fish or it might be a bathtub for downstairs. So I just have to clean it and set it up someplace and tarp it. I want to see what's over here. See, look at this. This is, I like, so lucky. Right? And this is good. This is new. I didn't bring these pieces here, but he must have did that for me because he knows I'm building something here. Well, right? I have to hire a man to do it though, because I wouldn't attempt to try and build a shed because my shed would fall down. Right? So I need somebody that knows how to actually do the structure, right? And there's enough pieces here to make a nice little shed here so that Andre's toys can be washed and then put away and then brought out as he's using them, right? And then put back away so they stay clean, right? And then we'll get rid of that problem. You know, things won't get ruined or whatever, right? Here's my little junk pile. My neighbor let me put that miscellaneous rotten wood in his bin because he got a big bin. Some of this is metal recycling, some of it not because there's pipes there for either, you can see that, I need them to collect the rainwater, right? But some of it is obviously metal recycling, which I'll just put on the road and it'll be gone in 5 minutes. So I'm out here tomorrow. Okay, Andre, come on. This here, the reason I keep this is because one, it's good wood, it's already pre-cut, and because I don't have any specialty equipment in order to make, you know, stuff like, you see how it's like that? When I do the pond in the front, you know, I kind of want like a little different than just a straight cut, right? You know, it's just a straight cut. That's just a straight cut. This is different, right? So I'm keeping this maybe to take off pieces and attach it into the bridge or something like that, right? And if not, you know, this can be used for something else. So anyway, I'm out here tomorrow. Hold on. Okay, now we're in the back, right? This is that plant that, again, it's an Asian vegetable, and it was like, to me, like almost medicinal. Medicinal. It's medicinal because it has a bite to it, right? I dehydrated a whole bunch of leaves for, you know, for cooking. So this is dry too. Just look how dry everything is, people. There's the chickens. Hello, Mr. Lays. Come and see me. Huh? Are you a good rooster? Yeah? Everybody just hanging out. What do they think they're gonna get from me? What are you guys gonna get from me? I already fed you like 2 times today. You even got some cantaloupe, right? Anyway, I wasn't there the other day cleaning it out, but I have to come back. See, I got food. Again, wood I will use for either building or putting into the ground. Only so many hours in a day, people. Seriously. This is an old, this plant here is an old bamboo that's been sitting in that pot for since 2009. Potatoes, right? There's that one in that drum poking its head out. Yeah, I haven't added any more dirt in there, although I probably should, but I haven't. Here's the onion patch. I should be watering tonight, if anything. Yeah, hold on a minute. Yeah, these ones in here, I didn't add in. Look at these chickens, they're following me. Can you see this? Right, they're just following me. What you following me for? I'm right here, man. What do you want? What do you want? I'll give you some grain. I'll toss you some grain. Huh? You want more rice? Is that it? And you just want attention. Just some attention? Anyway, I didn't build up on these mounds in this potato patch either. I can see I'm getting my little potato balls again. Those things you don't want to eat. But, so, I don't know. I didn't spend any time on them this year like I did last year. Obviously the hen house area, right? Everything is bone dry in the greenhouse because, I don't know, it's my first year with it, so I should be opening the windows. But here we got another little onion patch, and I threw in some lettuce that the neighbor gave me again, right? So it's now taking root. You can see it's sprung up, right? Greenhouse, everything's getting limp in here because I was talking to the lady at the Canadian Tire, and she was telling me you need to open up the windows. Look at the poor sage, right? You need to open up the windows. And so, but I'm kind of I need to put the screen on, but I don't have no time to do that right now, right? Point is you know, at some point this, before the end of summer, right, something's spraying in here. Cats. All right, I hope it's just cats. This is canopy that I found. Could be this. I need to take this out and give it a good soap, like spray it with soap and water, and then let it air dry. And then what you do is, you know, you have to run it on a pole or something. I have to cut it and measure it and cut it, and then you let it hang down as like a canopy, right? And because it's a tarp type thing, I'll show you. You can see, right? Well, this one here I found this last spring cleanup, and this one is gonna go. Andre?
Well, out here.
Okay, this one is gonna go on top of that roof because it's a boat cover, so it's better than a actual canopy, because the canopies, once they start, they only last about a year, and then when they start fraying, you get little bits of canopy all over your yard. So this other one is a different kind of canopy. This is more like a tenting type, right? It's like more like a tent or like a canopy for a park or something, where this one is a boat cover, so it's got a different top on it, right? This one can handle the rain more, where this one can filter out the sun, right? So this one is the one I'm going to cut up, and then hang to help keep the sun out, so it prevents your plants from drying out. But then if I had that bathtub in here, I don't know where I'd put it. I'd have to move that just so I can get my little aquaponic bed going. So, like I said, I might just end up giving that bathtub away yet if I don't put it downstairs in the one downstairs, right? But we'll see. It would put moisture into the air, right? And you maybe wouldn't get that so much. But before I can really open up these windows and leave them open all night long, I have to screen it over, because otherwise the animals will be trying to get in, right? So it's been kind of dry in here. So those ones I have to take out and put in the ground, right? So maybe tomorrow I'll do that. Where are you? Oh, there you are. I have to close this, people, because if I don't, chickens try and get in there and they start hopping around. All right, that's new territory for them, right? And then on this side, we'll just keep on going. This potato patch is growing. Needs water though, people. I don't know. I kind of feel sorry for the firefighters up in the mountains, because it's been way too dry. And it needs to be weeded a bit. Look at this chicken. She's following me. This is my third favorite, because she tries to communicate too, but she's not as talkative as Ladybird Gobble. These potatoes sprung up like they're like 3 feet high. I hope I get potatoes underneath the ground. I can't believe this. Look at how big these things are. And then this raspberry bush. There's like raspberries all over through this, like twice as much than there was last year. Look at that. Can you believe that? And this is gonna be a bumper crop for blackberries, because I never did get a chance to cut this thing down. And look at them. They're like all over, like everywhere. Flowers everywhere. So there's gonna be a lot of blackberries on that. And that's about it. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen next week, people. I'm only one person. You can't come in here and start taking my buckets and shit, because if you do, I'm not going to have anything to put my morning glory in and haul that crap around. This place used to be covered full of weeds and morning glory. That's all it was, and raccoon crap, right? And whatever else critter was crawling around. Now it's a lot more better, right? It's not perfect, and it's still kind of like a wild zone in terms of plants growing like crazy all over the place, but at least some of them are edible now and they're more manageable, right? You know, in terms of like, I don't have that turning into algae. Okay, look at these chickens. Look at these chickens. All right, can I catch you, Mr. Lace? You let me hold ya? And he gets all weirded out when he's watching the hens, right? Okay. You might want to get down. And then we got a little system here to water these ones down here, right? You just stand up on the porch and give them a good water. Same thing, I can take the hose to the other side, but I'm still having to run hoses, right? This is a big yard, people. I'm telling you, the work has not been easy, but you know, next year I won't have to dig so hard. This year I paid the guys to move stuff for me, to haul out the garbage, sort it out, whatever, right? And they turned it over basically once for me, but of course I had to go in there and give it a good, you know, take out more roots and that type of thing. Here with these potatoes right here, what I'm, you know, it's still, you know, I didn't spend a lot of time on them in terms of taking out everything that was in the dirt, because, you know, it can get complicated after a while. You could be there for hours and days and weeks and months and still never get every single root right. So I just kind of did the best I could as fast as I could in the daytime, and then threw the potatoes in the ground. So let the potatoes, like my dad would say, break up the ground, right? Okay, I already got one camera wet. I don't want to get another one wet. All right, we'll be back. Hold on. Okay, people, so now we're back in the X Club. Right here. Andre, we have another little fish. We're gonna add it to the batch. That one's bigger. If you notice, he's bigger than the other ones. Look at him. He's bigger than the other ones.
Yeah.
And the other ones grouped themselves. There's some over here.
And that one.
Mm-hmm.
They got small.
Yeah. And then there's some over here.
Yeah.
All right. And this guy, he's big.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's dry in here, people. Right? And still needs some repairs in here, though.
And a hornet's nest.
Oh yes, there's a little hornet's nest. We have to come
Take
and
it down.
take it down. And then we'll let them make sure they get into sleep, though, first, and then we'll catch them. So.
Catch it with a net.
Yeah.
We don't have a
So
net.
it's much better than it was. It's not perfect yet, but I don't know. Bill made a mistake here. You see that hole?
What hole?
So there's actually two of them up there. I don't know what he was thinking when he put that up there. Where's the other one? Oh, I can't see it. There it is. See, there's two of them. Because he moved the plastic sheets around, so he's going to have to come back and fix that.
What's hornet? Where?
Right, and we still have to silicone it. But anyway, as you can see, it's looking pretty nice. Hey? Nice.
I will
Okay.
get this.
And then the other thing, I think this is looking pretty nice too, people. Considering how it was when I first moved in. You know, you stand here and you look at it. Right? It's much better. Once all this little miscellaneous stuff is all done, the wood, you know, all that stuff over there. There's that door frame just in case the guys need it, because there's going to be a door there, right?
Fire!
Those kind of pieces there I used for flooring because of the mud, and it just sometimes helps to lay something down to prevent the weeds from growing, right? There's a screen to bury underground in the hen house. Just haven't done that yet. Anyway, I just wanted to, what a big difference.
Hi, Birdie.
Okay, my little grandson has been watching this bird. It's at the top of the tree here.
It's where you come from, bird.
Where did you come from, bird? He says. This tree is very high, people. It's
You go
way,
furthest
way, way,
first.
way. Where is it? There it is. At the top.
Hi, birdie. You want to come down?
That's as close as I can get. Only I can't stand still. This is crazy to try and... My back is so arched right now. Ugh. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, people, is these are beans. Right, Andre?
Yep.
There's a big one. It's a big bean. You see that, right? So we're gonna put them in here. Along this... How many inches? It usually... fertilized when 3 inches tall. Anyway. Okay, that's too far. That's too far. Not that far. Won't grow that far. Okay, put the bean in there, Andre.
Where's the bean?
There it is. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put a bunch of beans in here. Alright, and then it's gonna climb up this little gate thing. And I guess the flowers are red. So it will match the red tomatoes.
Now I put in.
Here's some more.
Oh, thanks.
Okay. The idea is for it to go all the way up.
Yeah. And we need to grow the plants.